Hello, kids. Here we are in the Arctic again. It's really chilly this morning. Teacher Kathy has a lesson story for us, and then we're going to learn about one more Arctic animal.
Good morning, boys and girls. Happy spring! Did you know that this is the first day of spring? I love it. I love it when flowers are starting to bloom. A long, long time ago, as we've been reading and listening to in our stories, Jesus had soldiers that were very mean to him. Our story today is about He's Alive. Have you ever known someone who died? Well, Jesus died, but he didn't stay dead. God raised him back to life so he could save us and take us home with him someday. When Jesus lived on earth, criminals were put to death by nailing them to wooden crosses and leaving them to die. Jesus wasn't a criminal, but they treated him like one. 3 men were to be crucified that Friday. Jesus and 2 thieves. Soldiers nailed Jesus to the cross with big nails in his hands and feet. Then they lifted up the cross and dropped it into a hole so that he hung there. Jesus prayed for them. He said, "Father, forgive these people. They don't know what they're doing." The Jewish leaders down here were looking at Jesus hanging on the cross, and they said, "He saved other people, but he can't save himself." The soldiers made fun of Jesus. They put a sign above his head that said, "This is the King of the Jews." The 2 thieves hung on either side of Jesus. One of them began to make fun of him, but the other said, "We are not nice. We deserve to die, but this man has done nothing wrong." Then he asked Jesus to remember him, and Jesus promised him that one day he would be in heaven. At noontime on Friday, the sky became dark as night. People were afraid. Soon Jesus died. Joseph, Jesus' friend, took Jesus' body down from the cross and put him in a new tomb, kind of like a small cave. And they rolled a big stone, a big, huge stone in front of the tomb. Then on Friday night, the sun went down and it was Sabbath. Jesus' friends rested on the Sabbath day, but they were very, very sad. They didn't understand what had happened. What was going to happen next? Sunday morning, some of the women who loved Jesus went to the tomb. The stone, this big old stone, had been rolled away and the tomb was empty. 2 angels in white robes appeared suddenly before the troubled women. "Why are you looking in a tomb for someone who is alive?" an angel asked. Jesus told you that he was going to die, but he said he was going to rise again on the 3rd day. Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday he rose again. These women ran to tell Jesus' other friends and spread the good news quickly. "Jesus is alive! Jesus is alive!" He's alive today too. And the good news is that the news about Jesus is still spreading all around the world. And the news is Jesus loves us, me and you, and all of our families. He loves everyone, and he died for us. And he rose from the dead. Jesus is in heaven right now. And when he comes again soon, he will take everyone who believes in him to heaven with him to live forever and ever. Can you imagine that? Next week we'll learn what heaven is going to be like. See you soon.
kids. So we're almost done learning about the Arctic. But remember, the Arctic is up at the top of the world, and the Antarctic is down at the bottom of the world. The Arctic has a lot of frozen ice, and then underneath that, there's some land, and that land is frozen sometimes, but in the summertime, it kind of thaws out a little bit, and there's a short summer season, and that land is called the tundra, right? Well, we've learned about some animals that live in the tundra. We've learned about the Arctic hare, and we've learned about the musk ox that lives in the tundra. And let's see, what else lives in the tundra that we have up here? Oh, the caribou or the reindeer live in the tundra, and the Arctic fox does, and the wolf does. And today, we're going to learn about another animal that likes to live in the tundra, where there's snow and it's cold a lot of time during the year, but for a few months in the summer, the snow melts. I wonder if we have any of our Sabbath school friends that are here that can help us. What do you think? Do you think? Oh, I hear somebody.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Hi, Teacher Marcy. I'd be happy to help you. Ow!
Wesley, welcome to Sabbath school. I would love to have your help. You see, there's an animal that lives in the tundra where you do that we'd like to learn about today. Now, I'm not sure that you would consider this animal to be a friend of yours, though. But let me give you some clues, okay? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so this animal is smaller than you. In fact, it weighs about 15 to 25 pounds. It's covered with light brown fur with a lighter colored chest and some darker spots. It has long back legs, and it has a short bobbed tail.
Oh dear, I think I know who you are talking about. It's the sneaky lynx.
Correct. Have you heard of a lynx, boys and girls? Have you ever seen a lynx, Wesley?
Oh yes, lynx are very different than wolves though. We wolves like to live in a pack, but the lynx is a solitary animal and it likes to be alone.
All right, would you tell the boys and girls what a lynx looks like?
Well, the lynx is about twice the size of a regular house cat.
Okay.
Its back legs are longer than its front, and it has two tufts of fur on each side of its face, making it look like it has a beard. It also has little tufts of fur on the end of each of its ears. Can you show the kids a picture of a lynx, Teacher Marcy?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Come on over here, kids, and let's take a look. So this is a picture of a lynx, and a lynx is about twice the size of a house cat, and you can see it has a very short, bobbed tail, and it has long back legs. Its back legs are longer than its front legs, aren't they? And up on its face, it has long fur on either side of its cheeks there, and it makes it look like it has a beard. And look, right on the end of its ears, it has those little tufts of fur.
You see, kids, the tufts of hair on its ears work kind of like a hearing aid. They help the lynx have very sharp hearing. Hey, I have an idea.
What's that?
Why don't you call Libby? Maybe she's close by and the kids can take a peek at her.
Libby?
Yes, Libby the lynx.
Libby the lynx. What do you think, kids? Should we call Libby the lynx? Would you like to see our special Sabbath school lynx? Let's call her. Libby! Libby! Are you here? Libby, can you hear me?
Oh, I sure can, Teacher Marcy. You see, Jesus gave me these special tufts of fur on my ears that help me to have excellent hearing.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I can see too. Really good, in fact. My eyesight is better than my hearing, even. I can see a mouse from 250 feet away.
Wow. Libby, I have a question for you.
What's that, Teacher Mercy?
House cats do not like the water. What are you doing in the water?
Teacher Mercy, I love to swim. One of my friends even swam 2 miles in a river.
Wow. You sure are special. What else makes you special, Libby?
Well, my fur is really thick. It keeps me warm in the cold tundra winter.
Yes, we've learned that it gets really cold in the tundra, haven't we, boys and girls? Now, Libby, we just saw a picture of you a few minutes ago, and I noticed that your feet looked really, really big for a cat your size. Why is that?
Well, my feet are kind of like snowshoes.
Hmm.
Jesus gave me these extra big furry paws that help me walk in the snow without sinking. Can you show the kids a picture of my paw print?
I can. So, kids, let's look over here. Here's a picture of a lynx paw print in the snow. And let's go back to that first picture that we just saw. Look at the lynx's feet. Look at how big their feet are compared to the size of the cat. They kind of act like snowshoes. So when the lynx is walking and creeping along on the snow, they don't sink in as much. That is really neat. So,
Hey, Teacher Marcy.
yes, Libby.
Did you know that I'm nocturnal?
Nocturnal? What do you mean?
Well, that means that I am more active at nighttime and I usually sleep during the day.
Ah,
I actually do most of my hunting when it's dark. In fact, just thinking about hunting is making me hungry.
what do you like to eat, Libby?
Well, my favorite food is the Arctic hare.
Hmm.
One Arctic hare will provide several meals for me. I can hide it under the snow to keep it safe.
Ah,
I also eat mice, voles, squirrels, and birds like the ptarmigan.
I see. So, Libby, do you have any family? Any little ones that you might have to take care of?
Why, yes, I do. In fact, I just gave birth to 2 of the most adorable little babies. Can you show the kids a picture of my little ones?
Oh, happily. Look, kids, here is a picture of Libby's 2 little babies. Oh my goodness. I actually have a couple more pictures. Let's look. This is a picture of a young lynx. It's kind of resting on a tree branch. Lynx like to hang out up high on the tree so they can see what's going on around them. And I have one more baby picture. Oh, there's Libby with one of her babies. Isn't that adorable?
Hey, Libby, I have a question for you. If you are a Sabbath school lynx, what are your babies called? Lynkettes?
Oh, very funny, Wesley. Do you find yourself amusing? Lynx babies, boys and girls, are not called lynkettes. They are actually called kittens. Just like your cat might have kittens, a lynx has a baby called a kitten. And a mama lynx usually has 2 to 4 babies every spring.
Yep, and my kittens were born with their eyes closed. They can't see for about the first 10 days, so I have to be extra attentive. My kittens stay with me for about a year. I teach them all I know about being a skillful hunter.
I see. Wow. Well, kids, I think that Libby and Wesley might have some questions for us to see how good we were listening. Why don't you go first, Libby?
Sure. What part of the Arctic do I live on?
Do you remember, kids, where the lynx can be found? What's that land called where it's snowy in the winter and it thaws out a little bit in the spring and the summer? The tundra. I have a map picture to show you. So this is a map of the United States. This is where we live. In fact, we live in a state called Washington. And the lynx can be found way up here in the Arctic tundra in Canada and up in Alaska. But sometimes they can come even further down. And we might even see lynx sometimes in Washington or Oregon or Idaho or Montana. But they're mainly found up here where it's colder, where the land and they have cold, cold winters. All right, do you have another question, Libby?
What is growing on top of my ears?
Well, let's take a little look here. Oh, look at that. Can you see that dark hair, boys and girls? Do you see the little tufts of fur?
That's right. And the little tufts of fur help me to hear better.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Libby. Now, my turn. I'm going to ask a question, kids. What is Libby's favorite food? Do you remember? Yep, let's see, right over here. Libby likes to eat the Arctic hare. Do you have a question for the kids, Wesley?
I sure do. When does Libby like to hunt?
Do you think Libby likes to hunt in the middle of the day? No. When does Libby like to hunt?
At night. She's nocturnal.
That's right.
Here's one more. What is special about Libby's feet?
Do you remember? They're big, aren't they? Why are they so big? Can you tell us one more time, Wesley, why Libby's feet are so big?
They act like snowshoes when she's walking on the snow so she doesn't fall in the snow.
Wow, Jesus sure did make the lynx special, didn't he? Well, thanks, Wesley, and thank you, Libby, too.
You're welcome, Teacher Marcy.
You were both amazing help today. All right, I really enjoyed learning about the lynx. And if you want to come by today between 10:30 and 11:30, we'll have a craft, a lynx craft for you, and a little snack and a coloring sheet and activity. We hope we see you. We would love to see you if you can come by. All right, let's fold our hands and close our eyes. Dear Jesus, thank you for being here with us at Sabbath School. Thank you for the links that you made for us to learn about today and enjoy. And Jesus, we want to thank you for loving us so much that you sent your Son here to earth to die for us. And we're so thankful that you're going to come back one day very soon and take us to heaven to live with you there. Amen. All right, kids, we'll see you next time.